My name's Rodney Hunter. I've been the pastor here at Wesley Memorial Church, Richmond, Virginia, for 30 years. Our church is located in a community where there are many needs. We have 3 housing projects in our area. And of course, with that, you have a lot of unemployment and low-wage earners. So there are always needs. People always need utility, rent, food, school clothing, and things of that nature. So our church is really, I think, in a community where we can really serve our people.
But you have to know that some days you will hit it and some days you won't. But that has nothing to do with your standing and your situation with God.
The city and area of Richmond, I think, you have mainly, I think, a probably wealthy population. You have a dwindling middle class, and you have majority masses are poor. Well, predatory lending is a problem because people go into it thinking that it's not going to be difficult to make the payments. And of course, it's usually a very small loan, but by the time you take out a $200 loan and you pay about $1,000 back, that's a problem.
I work not far from here at a girls group home. It's in a residential area. Well, I have to have a car to get to where I'm going. At that time, my car had, I forgot, whatever it wasn't covered under the warranty. And a friend of mine had suggested that I try to payday loan. I went down and it seemed like, it would be a real simple process. If I paid them exactly what I loaned, what they borrowed from me, it wouldn't accrue interest. And it worked out for a while, but then I can't remember, it's been some years ago, something happened and I didn't make a payment. And when I didn't make that payment, it rolled into me having to try to pay Peter to pay Paul to pay them, then something home wasn't get paid, so it just really was like a landslide effect, I guess. And by the end of the situation, they was like, I owed them like triple what I borrowed in the first place.
Most of my work, a lot of times, and phone calls are for assistance. So because of that, I wanted to have something in place. So the concept hit me that if we're going to be a church, and the major problem is debt, how then can we help people when they got expenses that go far beyond perhaps what our missions fund can do? And by the idea we have a credit union, I say, well, we have something already in place. We don't have to start a banking system. We already have one. So why can't we then work with the credit union to see if we can help a person get maybe $400 or $500, borrow that money, rather than us trying to raise it and give it to them.
But shortly after my wife's passing in 2010, we experienced a financial crisis because we had to file for bankruptcy. We were insolvent, unable to pay the medical bills. There were many, many medical bills that we had to pay. And we faced a winter without any fuel. It was an $800 loan and it got me through the winter.
I'm a beneficiary of the Jubilee program as well. I was able to get what I needed, and I tried a few banks, and probably eventually I could have found someone, but it was just too much of a hassle. Yeah. So I just was talking to Reb, I think, one day about the issue, and he just suggested that I try for the Jubilee program, and I did, and I was able to get it and able to pay it and able to pay it back.
But I was in church one Sunday, and one of the ladies from the bank came to the church, and they were talking about, this loan that was afforded to folks that, were members of United Methodist Church. Where I find that I'm financially responsible is that my bills are paid. I don't have to have excess money in the bank because I really don't have that I really don't make that type of money. When my bills are paid, my spirit is a whole lot better. I'm a whole lot better person. And, it just helped me so much to grow, even emotionally, spiritually, physically. I mean, it just helped me all the way around. So I'm just so grateful for that being in place, because it wasn't something that I wasn't as expecting. My thought was, if I get some money and I pay some I can get my bills paid, I'm gonna be all right. And I was like, well, that's cool, because you can get your bills paid for now, but what happens, when the next bill is due? And that's what the other program helped me to do, was to start settling debt, so I could get debt out the way, and I could, I just feel so much better. I mean, even now when I'm broke, I don't feel broke.
I just think it helps us to do what I think Jesus called us to do. Go ye out into the world. And Jesus healed, he fed, he did all of those things to help people be empowered and feel good about themselves.